When the world turns upside down, we look for a steady hand. That's the essence of leadership in crisis. It's not about having all the answers, it's about being the calm in the storm. Crisis doesn't create leaders, it reveals them. In those moments of chaos and uncertainty, true leadership shines brightest. Think about the last time you faced a personal crisis. Who did you turn to? Chances are it wasn't the smartest person you knew, it was the one you trusted most, the one who made you feel safe. That's what crisis leadership is all about. Great crisis leaders don't just manage the problem, they inspire hope. They paint a picture of a better future and show the path to get there. It's not about false optimism, it's about realistic hope. That's why crisis leadership matters. What makes a great crisis leader? It's not about being the loudest in the room or the one with the fanciest title. It's about having the right traits. The first is decisiveness. In a crisis, paralysis is deadly. Good leaders don't wait for perfect information. They act on what they know. They make tough calls and own the consequences. But decisiveness without empathy is just recklessness. Great crisis leaders understand the human impact of their decisions. They connect with the fears and hopes of those they lead. This empathy guides their actions. Communication is the lifeblood of crisis leadership. It's not just about what you say, but how and when you say it. Great leaders are transparent and share information openly. Lastly, resilience is key. Crises are marathons, not sprints. History is full of leaders who rose to the occasion during crises. Let's look at a few examples. First, there's Winston Churchill during World War II. The odds were stacked against Britain, but Churchill's unwavering resolve and powerful speeches rallied a nation. He didn't sugarcoat the challenges, instead he offered blood, toil, tears, and sweat. Then there's Ernest Shackleton, the polar explorer. When his ship got trapped in Antarctic ice, he faced a seemingly impossible situation. But Shackleton's leadership saved every member of his crew. He maintained optimism in the face of despair. In more recent times, we have Jacinda Ardern's response to the Christchurch shooting in New Zealand. Her empathy and decisive action set a new standard for crisis leadership. These leaders didn't just manage crises, they used them as opportunities to bring out the best in their people. Section 4. The art of calm and chaos communication during crisis. In a crisis, communication isn't just important, it's everything. It's the difference between panic and calm. Great crisis leaders are master communicators. They know that what they say and how they say it can shape the entire response to a crisis. The first rule of crisis communication is honesty. People can handle bad news. What they can't handle is uncertainty or deception. Great leaders tell it like it is. They don't hide the truth, no matter how uncomfortable. Clarity is crucial in crisis communication. This isn't the time for corporate jargon or political doublespeak. Great leaders use simple, straightforward language. But communication in a crisis isn't just about words, it's about presence. Great leaders show up and are visible and accessible. Section 5, From the Trenches, Lessons from Battle-Tested Leaders. There's no better teacher than experience. And when it comes to crisis leadership, those who've been through the fire have invaluable lessons to share. One common theme: the importance of preparation. Great crisis leaders don't wait for disaster to strike. They plan ahead. They run scenarios and build resilient systems and teams. Another key lesson: the power of teamwork. No leader, no matter how talented, can handle a crisis alone. Great crisis leaders surround themselves with diverse, capable teams. They delegate and trust their people. Flexibility is another crucial lesson from the trenches. Great crisis leaders are adaptable. They're willing to pivot when circumstances change. Finally, battle-tested leaders emphasize the importance of self-care. Section 6. Forging Resilience. Preparing for the unexpected. Crisis leadership isn't just about handling the crisis when it hits. It's about building resilience before the storm. It's about creating an organization that can weather any challenge. This starts with culture. Great leaders foster a culture of adaptability and continuous learning. They encourage their teams to embrace change. Building resilience also means investing in people. It's about developing your team's skills and capabilities. Great leaders create opportunities for their people to stretch and grow. Another key aspect of building resilience is scenario planning. Great leaders regularly gather their teams to imagine different crisis scenarios. They ask what if, they plan responses. Finally, building resilience means fostering strong relationships, both within your organization and with external stakeholders. Remember, resilience isn't about avoiding crises, it's about being ready to face them head on. As we conclude, remember that true leadership shines brightest in times of crisis. Stay prepared, stay resilient, and lead with courage. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts below.